Hello, everyone. I am Rebecca, the community manager for wool and we have a special guest today. This is Mac. He is the founder of wool and our partner brand Wool and Print. So, welcome, Mac. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, thanks, Rebecca. Excited to be here.
Yeah. So, we have been talking for a while about doing an interview to introduce Mac and also just talk a little bit about the history of the company. So, to get started, Mac, can you just tell us a little bit about you, your family, anything else you want to share?
Yeah, well, I'm here in the Woolland office in Portland, Oregon. That's where I live, and I grew up here in Portland. Um, my wife and I, we just had our second child. She's turning 7 weeks old, I think, this week. And we also have a 3-year-old girl as well. So I am a hashtag girl or girl dad. Is that yeah, I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. Um, And yeah, I love the Pacific Northwest. I love the active lifestyle out here. There's great people, good food. We love when Rebecca comes out and visits us.
Awesome. So one of the things that I think is really relevant to Willand and that I think our customers would love to know is the, talking about the 100-day challenge. That's something that we have really become known for. And a lot of people don't know the history of how the 100-day challenge came to be. So I am hoping, since you were the original 100-day challenger, you can talk a little bit about your experience doing that challenge and maybe even what led you to do that challenge.
Yeah, so this goes back 11 years. I was living in New York City after graduating from college. I was working for a corporate type company, Unilever. It's a global 500 consumer products brand. So I was one of thousands of people at their New Jersey headquarters. And the corporate attire was just your standard button down shirt. And mine would wrinkle and start to smell after 2 or 3 wears. I would push them. Um, and I was a very frugal recent college grad. So I did not like my $10 or $15 dry cleaning bill, whatever it was. And so I started wearing, I was quite familiar with the properties of merino wool. My family is in the wool business here in Portland, and had been following some merino brands that were specialized in the outdoor space, and they were really pitching the anti-odor, antimicrobial benefits of merino. So I started wearing kind of a vintage wool button-down shirt into the office, and um, it didn't smell. Wrinkles fell out at the end of the day. I cut that dry cleaning bill, and that was really the kind of aha idea of I think there should be. I think every guy should be wearing wool button-down shirts because they just save so much uh, time and energy, and then there's also the sustainability element of it as well. So that's really the start of the 100-day challenge. Was when I decided to start a brand around this concept, and that brand is called Wool and Prints, and I wore a wool shirt for 100 days straight without washing.
That's
So
awesome. So
that's the
when you
start.
wore that shirt for 100 days straight, did you have any interesting takeaways or experiences? Because like even a lot of our customers now are familiar with it. They have time to read other people's thoughts on it and like what the takeaways are, but nobody really had done that we knew of before you. So how did that go?
A lot of people thought I was crazy. I'm
That's
sure
fair.
some of the Wool customers who've done the 100-day challenge, you know, can empathize with that. You know, telling people that you're wearing something for 100 days straight. I know some Wool customers wash theirs every few wears. Some wash them less frequently, and then some don't wash them at all. And that's what I was doing. So
You didn't
people
wash
with
yours for 100 days straight.
I did not, yeah, did not wash the shirt for 100 days straight. I did wear an undershirt most days, so that obviously helps. But yeah, airing the shirt out at night um, eliminated any odors that I smelled up through the day. Um, but yeah, that's the start of the 100-day challenge.
Awesome. So that was, I think you said 11 years ago. And sometime after you launched Wool and Prince, there was a dress, the Rowena dress, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm kind of
Yes.
wondering what led to the launch of the Rowena dress and ultimately to Wool and. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So so Wool and Prince, we launched that in 2013. And when I say we, it was me and a couple, one was a high school friend, one was a college friend, and quickly realized running a business with two employees and no capital to buy inventory was quite challenging. So it was really just me in the beginning, and slowly growing Wool and Prince. And then I moved back home to Portland. We built a small team here, all around the idea of simple merino wool clothing for men. And we would have people write in pretty frequently saying, "Hey, I want a merino shirt." We would have women write in, and so that really got us thinking about the women's market and opportunity there. So we actually um, made some shirts for women and marketed that under the Wool and Prince brand. But we also thought there was an opportunity to create a totally separate brand focused on merino wool clothing for women. And why not start that with a dress? Um, and we just saw kind of a white space in the market. And we had done this to a certain extent with Wool and Prince. There was a white space in the men's button-down arena for a wool shirt. So we launched with that Rowena dress, and it was actually really slow at the beginning until Clara Parks, who I'm sure a lot of the uh, wool uh, community knows. She's a knitting influencer and American wool advocate. But she read about the launch of Wooland in a small local publication called Willamette Week, and she posted on Instagram. I was at my in-laws celebrating Christmas, and uh, I think she posted at 6 p.m. or something. And we had been getting like one or two sales a day, and then all of a sudden there was this massive influx, and it was like, okay, there's definitely a customer that wants what we're making here. We just need to kind of get it in front of them. Um, and we actually had in the article that Clara Parks was referencing, I had casually thrown out, if anybody wants to wear a dress for 100 days straight, we'll give it to them. um, that probably wasn't the best thing to say from a business standpoint, because we had we had to limit the amount of dresses we gave out. We ended up giving out 50 dresses. I think we probably had hundreds of people write in saying they would wear the dress for 100 days straight, but we might have gone out of business if we had given them all the dress. 50 of those, or no, 13 of those original 50 actually completed the 100-day challenge, and that's where the challenge was born out of. And those 13 folks, we did a blog post about their experience, and they shared, that it was like this kind of life-changing, life-altering experience for them, and we realized we had something really exciting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really fascinating to think about how far it's come and how it started. I first heard about Woolland, I think almost 4 years ago, and I started as a customer and I did a challenge and it changed my life, and then started working here. And yeah, it's just fascinating to me how people hear of us and what their initial reactions are to wearing something for 100 days. And I think it's working. Like it's just great. Like just I mean,
Was,
obviously it's working, but it's just fascinating how it can just change people's mindsets and how they feel about their wardrobe and about sustainability and about consumption. And it's just fascinating.
yeah,
Because it just started with wearing a vintage wool shirt for 100 days. And
yeah,
great. Yeah.
yeah. I
Um,
think it really just like disrupts kind of the normal rhythm that people are in. You know, sometimes that rhythm is a lot of consumption, right? And a lot of shopping. Um, and I think some of our customers also, when they're doing the 100-day challenge, I forget what it's called, they do kind of like a no shopping 100 days to really focus on the stuff that's already in their closet and the one wool and dress that they're wearing. Um, so it's been very exciting for the business. It's been exciting just to try to shift the mindset of some of our customers. So
Absolutely. Did you ever think that Wooland would grow from a couple of shirts and a dress into what it is right now?
no, well, no. There's a lot of luck
Short
involved.
answer, no.
Yeah, yeah,
Going.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of luck involved with where we're at today. Just when it comes down to it, listening to our customers is really in the DNA of the brand, and I think a lot of our customers feel that. So instead of thinking, when we started Wooland, instead of thinking where are we going to be in 5 years, it was just like much more incremental, one step at a time, one success at a time, um, and that's kind of where we are today. And we still have that mindset of just like let's not, like let's not think too far into the future. Let's just continue to improve and listen to our customers. Um, and that strategy has worked out for us.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking over, sent we had talked about a few questions we wanted to touch on before this interview. And so I'm looking over. Um, let's see. I'm wondering if you, or if you know of your wife's favorite, if you guys have a favorite wool and or wool and prints product that you are especially excited about or just really love and wear all the time.
Yeah. Well, with Kaylin just having um, a baby and nursing, the Grace tiered dress is something that I see her wearing a lot. Um, she did the 100-day challenge herself. She was in the Sierra for that, um, the Black Sierra.
Mhm.
Um, I'm I almost forgot what color dress it was, and it's embarrassing. But I see this all the time in the Facebook group of people being like, "My husband didn't notice until the 50th day," and I'm like, "Geez, the male stereotype." I'm, you know, running a fashion brand and almost forgetting what color my wife wore.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a different job through most of my challenge. And I think I told people around day 50 or 60 and nobody had noticed. And I was seeing them every day. Like it is mind blowing. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's fun.
yeah. It's the
And
spotlight. It's the spotlight effect. It's
it really is. I don't think I would have believed it till I experienced it. But
yeah.
okay, so let's see. I'm wondering if you want to think back in the last 10 years or so, if there's anything that you just think is really cool, really notable, or really surprising, like any of those things,
Mhm.
that's happened either to Will and Prince or William, just in the course of running this business. What's been really cool?
You know what? I should probably keep a journal of these types of experiences because there's been a lot. Um, I think the thing that keeps me going and excited is there's two things. Well, one thing it's people, our customers, and then also our team. So just to see all the great people that we have on the team, to see our amazing customers, it is so inspiring. And yeah, it there's a lot of responsibility and pressure there to like not let people down and really to stay true to our values. But it's also that's totally the thing that keeps me going. So that is like number one by far. Um, and included in that people is would be our overseas vendors that we work really closely with and are basically an extension of our team. Um, I was over visiting our Korean supply chain in October, and they had recently opened up a second factory for us, and there was a big uh, opening ceremony, and Um, it was just the most inspiring, exciting moment of that year for me. Um, to see how many lives we're impacting, to see what great people we have over there. Um, that I did get a little emotional.
Yeah, I love that. All right. Oh,
But there's so many more, like there's exciting things that happen every day. Um,
yeah.
just little things. I can geek out in the weeds on certain projects and collaborating with somebody, or some of the social posts that we see, yeah, get everybody excited in the office. Somebody wears the dress in a different way, or maybe there's a little some press that we got. Um, so it's never there's never a boring day.
There's not. No.
Hopefully, all
And
Wool&Co employees.
yeah, actually, it's funny you say that because I feel like our whole team, not everybody is part of our social community, but a lot of them are. And a lot of them will like come back to our internal communication and just say, hey, did everybody see this? And they'll share a photo or a quote or a post and just be like, this is just so cool. And the whole team just loves it. Like we really are so customer driven, obviously from Mac, throughout our whole team. And it's something that customers don't see how much we are inspired by that unless they're lucky enough to come to the sample sale, and that's really kind of our big face-to-face
Mm,
moment with customers, and it's so energizing. Like even those of us that are introverts walk away, we might be tired from people, but we are so excited, and just hearing about how much a brand can mean to a customer is just inspiring. It's
yeah,
yeah,
that
it's
sample
so great.
sale definitely a top moment of last year.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Exhausting.
yeah. I don't think I have any more questions for you. If you can think of anything else you want to share, anything you're excited about, or we could just call it an interview and log
Yeah,
off.
just share my appreciation for all the customers out there. And we've come a long ways because of you, and we continue to make progress. And I love this collaborative journey that we're on.
Me too. All right. Well, everybody, that is it for our interview. And thanks, Mac, for joining me. I think this was really cool. Like, even for me, I feel like every time we talk about this stuff, I learn something new. So thank you for coming.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Yep.